Hi, how are you? Welcome to the Reiki Meditation Session. We are going to start in a minute, so you can already make yourself comfortable. I can see I've had already some problem with the internet, so I hope this won't cut off. But if it does, then just know I will restart the link as soon as I can, like within minutes, on the same YouTube channel. So just look up the videos and you will find the link there to follow the new video, if that makes sense, the new live. Hopefully, nothing like this is going to happen, but just in case, I wouldn't want people to get stuck on a meditation and never come out of it thinking it's keeping on going. Okay, you can make yourself comfortable, bring yourself water if you want to keep at your side to sip throughout the session, to sip on throughout the session, and we will start shortly. Okay, we will start now. Hi. So, this session is about feeling warm and cozy, um, preparing for the celebrations that some of us may have coming shortly, and also to find ourselves back within ourselves and finding comfort within ourselves. I can't remember what I was reading yesterday, and that was saying, oh, yes, it was one of my oracle card books. One of the cards I picked for myself was really lovely and explaining how um, it's important to feel home within ourselves. And when we feel home within ourselves, then we feel home anywhere. And the feeling of feeling cozy and comfortable inside directly has an impact on this, because when we feel cozy and without conflict inside and at peace within ourselves, then we feel home, or we can feel more home. Obviously, there are some personal situations that can go against this, but generally speaking, that's the general feel. Okay, so just to remind you that the live chat is on, and hello Magali. And so you can leave messages on there at any time throughout the session, and then at the end of the session, I will look at the questions, look at the comments, and reply. Um, Also, I will talk about the 1 day retreat at the end of this live. There's a lot of good plans for it. I'm so excited. I hope you're going to like it. And so, in the meantime, oh, hi, Anna. Diva, no, I'm not going to sing. Sorry. Yeah. So, at the end of the session, I will talk to you about the retreat a bit more. It's going to be a blast. A very peaceful, quiet, and relaxing blast. Okay, so today, again, as per usual, please make sure you remain comfortable throughout the whole session. If at any time you feel like there is something that doesn't make you feel comfortable, you can sit it out. It is okay. It allows you actually to practice the far niente, which is an amazing Italian concept of doing nothing. And um, if not, you can always go back to the first meditation that we're going to do, which is a focus on our breath. And so, if there's any other meditation that becomes too much for you, or that is not challenging enough for you, then you can always go back to the breathing activity we're going to start with. Okay, so also watch out for signs such as lightheadedness, dizziness, headache. All these things are signs that things are happening, and with meditation, these symptoms can show themselves, and it's okay. But it is not okay to carry on with what you are doing if it is bringing these symptoms out in you. So it means that those symptoms mean that something's happening. There is some maybe a detox, maybe a healing process going on, but that means that also this is a sign that you need to stop now, because otherwise you're going to overload yourself. You can actually overload your system with too much healing. So be wary of that. Keep an eye on that. No, not be wary on that. Just keep an eye on it. Okay. So we're going to start with a gratitude, uh, something that happened in your week that felt good, that brought warmth to your heart, that brought a smile on your face, anything that felt good to you. either that you've witnessed or that happened to you or that was given to you during the last week. And we're going also to think about an intent for the healing. So that means thinking of, because these sessions are infused with Reiki healing, you can actually add your own intent for the session. So if there's any part of your life, whether it be your health, physical or mental health, um, including emotions, or your life, as in your career, your household, your relationships, or for even friends, if you would like. If you would like to make any request like this for your intent, for your healing rather, then you can do it also when it's time to think about the intent for this session, okay? So we're going to start now, and just for a couple of minutes, we're going to focus on this. And so I'm inviting you now to take a deep breath to begin. And then closing your eyes, making sure your body is comfortable in this way, but knowing that you can shift and move at any time to reposition yourself and make yourself more comfortable. Now, just spending a minute and letting my words settle for just this moment. And now, just spending a couple of minutes focusing on a gratitude or several gratitudes. And don't worry, even if you can't, if you feel that there is nothing that you can be grateful for, that's okay too. The time that you spend focusing on this is good enough for you to reap the benefits. So, a gratitude and an intent for the healing, if you would like to add one or several. Okay, and now we're going to move on to the breathing exercise. And so you can keep your eyes shut or you can shut them again if they are open. And I'm going to invite you now to take 3 long, deep breaths so that you can really relax yourself through them. And so, inhaling now really deeply and then exhaling really deeply as well. And again, and exhaling again as deeply as you can. And inhaling again and exhaling and returning to your normal breath now. Now, just bringing your whole attention, your whole mind to your breath and switching off every other thought that has nothing to do with it. Clearing your mind out little by little. Of course, this does not have to be perfect in any way. It is just about trying and doing. That's it, little by little, every thought in your mind, just switching them off, like flicking a switch or watching them disappear, watching them pass and then go like clouds in the sky. A very gentle and soft process. No need to fight your thoughts, just reducing them little by little. Right now, for this hour, you don't need to think about anything but you here, now, and what we are doing. So you can let go of these thoughts. The past, you don't need to think about it right now. The future is yet to come. It's not there yet. You don't need to think about it right now. Any aspect of your life, no need to think about it right now. And paying attention to your breath as if you had never noticed it before, even if you've done this exercise 1,000 times. Just noticing every little bit of it as if it was the first time you ever saw it. Noticing every sensation that is brought by your breath. For example, focusing on your nostrils and feeling the air passing through on an inhale and an exhale. Noticing the air passing through the nose. Noticing the air passing at the back of the throat. Through your windpipes and into your lungs. And then back out, maybe a little bit warmer than when it went in. Your whole system now feeling more and more relaxed already. If you notice you are getting carried away by other thoughts, when you realize that, just bring your mind gently back to the meditation, gently back to your breath. Okay, we are going to extend this activity now. We are going to breathe in the vibe of a hug. So I am going to ask you just for a moment to think of a hug. Now, I know not everybody is comfortable giving hugs or receiving hugs, but in a perfect world where you would all be comfortable, how would a hug feel to you? Thinking about the contact with another human being, a heart touching another heart, kindness extended to another person, to you, from another person. But don't think only from the giving side of a hug. Think about receiving one. What does that feel like? What does it feel like for your heart, for your mind, and for your body? Now, those feelings that you may have thought of now are the vibrations we're going to absorb on every inhale from now. So, if you think about those feelings or hug, and if you could imagine them turning into a vibration or even a color if you would like, and watching these vibrations or that color, or even just knowing that that concept is happening, of the vibrations of a hug, the warmth of a hug, the love of a hug, are getting into you through your in breath. And then on an out breath, you can use your out breath to release anything you no longer want or need in your system. It can be emotions, it can be blocks, it can be vibrations or colors, anything. And so from now until the end of this activity, on every in breath, you are inhaling a hug. And on every exhale, you're letting go of anything you no longer want or need. On every inhale, you are inhaling a hug, the warmth, the fuzziness, the softness and kindness, the love of a hug. And on every exhale, you are letting go of any block, any pain, any stress you no longer want or need. On every inhale, you are inhaling the vibrations of a hug, of the colors, of the feelings of a hug. And on an exhale, you are letting go letting go of anything you no longer need or want, letting go of pressure, letting go of stress, letting go of tension. And when you are ready, you can take a deep breath to finish. Bring your mind back to the space where you are and open your eyes again. How did that feel like? Did you manage to connect with the vibration of our heart? Did you did it make sense to you how to do this meditation? Please do let me know either in the comments or later on, not a problem. But it's interesting for me to know, to see how to gear the activities. So I apologize again for the noise if you hear it, but I still have a cat in a box. Oh, I don't know if you can see him very well because he's black. But basically, he decided to take my box. I was doing crochet and I was using that box. And I took all my stuff. I had to take all my stuff out because my cat was pressurizing me, sitting next to me, looking at the box, putting two legs in, and then looking at me. So eventually, I cleared out the box. I gave it to him. And the thing is, the box is too small, so he's always hanging out, either a leg or a head or a foot. He's always out of the box, and he keeps on readjusting himself because the poor thing is not all that comfortable in there because it's too tight. So he keeps on shifting about. So I'm really sorry if you can hear this. I hope it's not too disruptive, but do let me know if it is because then I can do something about that box. Okay, right. So we are now going to move on to the next activity, which is focusing on a bonfire. So I'm going to invite you now to take a sip of water if you would like before we start. And if you don't need that, then you can already close your eyes, taking a deep breath and already getting into meditative space. Okay, right. So if your eyes are still open, you can close them now. Taking a deep breath to begin if you haven't done so yet. And then I'm going to invite you to watch yourself at night time watching on walking, sorry, on a path, feeling completely safe and comfortable. Your path being lit up by the moonlight so that you know exactly where you are going and you can see the path ahead of you. And there is no chance for you to trip or fall on anything because everything is lit up so nicely for you by the moon. As you're walking on this path, you know that you're going to be sitting soon by a bonfire with other people, and it's going to be a wonderfully relaxing and heartwarming experience. Some people are already there by the fire, and you can hear the voices, gentle and soft voices, of people settling by it. As you're getting closer, you can see the light of the flames bouncing off of the trees around you. And as you get there, all of a sudden, this beautiful big bonfire, almost as tall as you, is standing right there in the middle of a little field with benches around. And so you go and sit down on one of the benches, feeling warmer and warmer as you get closer and closer to the fire. You can decide, you can sit right next to the fire or you can sit back a little, whichever feels more comfortable and attractive to you. And as you are there now, it doesn't really matter who is around the fire or not, because all you can see is the fire bouncing off of people's faces. Not really quite able to tell who's who, just knowing that the fire is right there just for you. You can start to feel the warmth oozing out of the fire and coming to you, warming you up. You know that it is quite a chilly night, and still you are feeling so nice and warm, so comfortable. You can even extend your hands to start to feel more heat, extending them towards the fire and feeling this heat radiating towards you, stronger and stronger as your hands are getting closer and closer to the fire. And when you feel that you have reached a comfortable distance, you can stop and remain with your hands there and just enjoying the warmth. Watching the flames dancing, all those beautiful orange, yellow, red colors, sometimes even almost white, dancing around, watching the sparkles fly into the darkness of the night, feeling your face getting really warm now, and somehow your back still cool, facing away, your back facing away from the fire. There is such a beauty about this fire there, about feeling warm in a cool night, about being gathered with other people, together sharing a nice experience. Feeling your whole system getting healed and getting warmed by this fire. The movements of the flames are awakening energies inside of you, making you feel more awake, more relaxed too, but also more awake and more alert. watching these flames dancing. Some of them getting so high into the sky, others getting shorter. Looking at the wood as well, burning, and noticing the bits that are really deep, glistening red, the parts that have already burnt and the ones that are yet to burn. Enjoying with your eyes the beauty of this scene. Looking at the sparkles flying off and connecting with the freedom of release, energy flowing upwards, negative burdens releasing outwards, the fire and the warmth from the fire cleansing you, feet on the ground, completely grounded, releasing upwards and outwards. You can take this moment to let go of any thought, any worry, any trouble, or any concern. And you can just release them out upwards, just like the fire releases its sparkles up and out. Feeling lighter and lighter as you're releasing these burdens. Keeping on enjoying also the joyful, zesty energy that you can see in these flames and this burning of the wood. Noticing the ashes also and knowing the past is gone and done with, and that it's okay and safe. Okay, now we are going to move on to the next meditation. So I'm inviting you now to stand up again from that bench, to walk a little bit further onto the path and notice that there is some kind of golden light that you can see through the bushes. And so, out of curiosity, go around the bushes to see what there is there. And you notice a pod made of golden light, yellow golden light. And as you get closer to the pod, it is extending a door, opening in front of you. And you can go through that door, enter the pod, and lie down in it, as there is a bed there. This is your healing pod. You can go back to it anytime you would like. And for now, as the door closes, you can lie down on that bed there. And you're going now to receive the most incredible amount of healing, which is going to create in you the most amazing feeling. The pod can look any way you want. It can have windows or not. If you prefer to feel sheltered, it can be like an egg. If you tend to not like enclosed spaces, it can have windows or an open roof. You can design it however you want. And then you can design the bed however you want it to be also, for you to be the most comfortable. Now this pod from the ground is harnessing the energy from the earth. From the sky above, it is harnessing the energy from the cosmos. And all together, it is absorbing all the energy from Reiki. And as you lie on that bed, it is transmitting to you all these energies to provide to you the deepest form of healing, grounding you and connecting you, and at the same time cleansing you, releasing your blocks, alleviating pain, removing tension even further, deeply, deeply relaxing you and healing you. So little by little you can notice the energy flowing through you more and more. Working on every aspect of your person, bringing golden light to your whole being, transforming every body cell in your body to heal it. Energizing you also more and more powerfully the more you stay in your pod, cleansing and aligning all your chakras and energizing them also. Those little brains of energy that we have on the body. From your feet to the top of your head, little by little, filling you up providing you with the deepest form of healing. Settling on the areas of your body that feel pain, and alleviating and uplifting that pain. Clearing and cleansing your mind, healing it. And then sitting up in your pod again, very slowly and very gently. And taking a moment to feel the beauty of this healing, the beauty of this light in this pod. And to know you can call upon that pod at any time. And you can sit or lie down in it at any time. When you feel that you need healing, when you feel that you need comforting, when you feel that you need to be feeling more energized, you can go back to that pod anytime. And so then you can stand up and then you can slowly walk out of your pod. Watching it one last time and knowing where it is and that you can come back to it anytime. And then bringing your mind back to the space where you are, but keeping your eyes shut. We're going to move on now to the love meditation that we are going to make last a bit longer than usual. And so if you'd like to put your hands together and then start rubbing them to create friction, and faster, and you can press them harder together until you get proper friction. Your hands might look a bit more red for doing so. And then applying your hands to your chest. Staying there and feeling this energy entering your heart chakra from your hands. Really focusing on the sensations that you may feel from your hands and going into your heart. And again, don't worry if you don't feel anything, that's fine too. Doesn't mean that things are not happening. It just means that at this moment in time, you are not geared to actually feel it. And that's fine, completely fine. So if you're feeling it, focus on the sensations and really see where they can take you. Like how far do you feel the sensations to go? Your hands, your body, like along your arms, up your shoulders, your whole body maybe. Or on the other hand, feeling the energy going into your heart and your chest and your whole upper body maybe, warming it all up. And if you don't feel these sensations, then you can just relax in this position and just know that you are sending yourself energy of the highest vibration, healing yourself at the deepest level. At any time, you can decide to rub your hands again and apply them again on your chest if you would like to feel the sensation stronger. Now I'm going to invite you now to see this energy. So you can see it as any color streaming out of your hands. Again, you can rub your hands again and then apply them again on your chest. I'm really focusing on this energy coming out of your hands and so seeing it of any color you would like. Knowing though that the heart chakra is green and that love energy generally, when people work with love energy, they tend to work with the color green. But if green doesn't feel right to you, you can apply any color to this energy that you wish to, as long as it is a color that feels really nice, really healing, and really comfortable to you. And so I'm inviting you now to see the flow of this light, of this color coming out of your hands and going into your heart and then spreading across your whole body. Again, continuing to heal every part of you. And noticing especially how it spread across your head and therefore also your mind, your thinking process, your feelings and your emotions also. And then watching this light come out of you and spreading out outwards, away from you and into the world, going to everyone on this planet and sending that way a bit of love to everyone and a bit of healing to everyone. Of course, only to everyone who wants it. But spreading it across the whole planet nonetheless. Watching this green light stemming from your hands, you can rub them again anytime, of course, and then apply to your chest, streaming this light into your body, into your heart, into your mind, and then outwards to the whole population on the planet. And to the earth now, also to the planet, to the grounds beneath you, and to every ground across the whole planet, to every tree and every plant and every flower and every animal across the whole planet. Starting from your hands, radiating through you and out of you to everyone and everything on the planet, and to the planet itself. And when you're ready, you can take a deep breath to finish, and you're releasing your hands back down. Taking a moment to settle your mind back to the space where you are, and starting to move your feet, your hands, your arms, maybe giving yourself a stretch, maybe yawning or taking a deep breath again, and then opening your eyes and settling down. Welcome back. I hope you've enjoyed this session. This is all about healing, and it's about feeling comfort and about feeling love with the last meditation, of course. And you can do these activities again anytime you wish to. Of course, you can go back to the video, but you can also just do it on your own at home. Remembering through the Christmas period now that you can even just take 1 minute occasionally just to regroup yourself, just to focus on yourself again, and just to do some deep breathing or regular breathing, but focusing on your breath rather. Type of meditation, even just 2 minutes can make such a big difference, because whenever we are with family and celebrating, sometimes it can be very strenuous and very stressful, especially that sometimes conflicts arise. So all these activities are really good to do even through Christmas time, for those of you that celebrate Christmas. Talking about at the time, but I'm glad that she enjoyed whatever we were doing at the time. Then I think it was the pod when she said it was very relaxing. And then she says also for the love meditation, I think that it makes it easier for her to do it whenever she sees colors. So that's a good thing. And even if I don't mention it in the meditation, you can always add it on. That's completely fine. You can These activities are for you, so you can shift them and you can adapt them however you want. I still remember this client who she didn't. I can't remember if she was feeling wary of being by the beach, or if she didn't like the beach, or if she couldn't imagine herself there. And I was guiding a meditation where we were walking by the beach and getting into the water. And so what she did is that she actually followed the meditation, but instead of feeling that she was at the beach, she imagined herself in her bath. And so you can really completely adapt each session, each activity to your liking. The guidance is just a guidance, just an idea of what to do, basically. Anna says sending copper fire color to everyone. Cool, thank you. That is great. Yeah, you can use fire. You can send it out. And like we've done with the elements before, you can focus on the fire element and send it out to people if you know that it's going to help them. If you have a positive intent with it. That's great. Yeah. Okay, so for the 1 day retreat, it's going to be on the Saturday, 16th of January. And it will start, I think, at 10 o'clock until a 4:15, maybe. But I will confirm all this. I'm off until 8th of January, so 9, 10, 11 will be Monday, 11th of January. I'll be back at work. And during the period when I'm off, I am not reachable as such. But if there is emergency, please do not hesitate to contact me. I am still there, okay? Also, I have not worked out all the final details yet for the retreat, but I can tell you that there will be elements that have to do with cleansing, with energizing. We will do a massive, major, beautiful request at the end. And also, I'll be gearing it towards self care. So, there'll be a part where I'll be talking about self care and what we can do to help ourselves. And I'll be asking you what it is that you feel you need to give yourself in terms of caring after yourself more and in a more efficient manner. Okay, so I will send the first week back, so the week of the Monday 11th. I will send information about the retreat. I will most likely still be doing it on YouTube, like I've said, but it will probably be on a private uh, live. So what I'm going to do is that whoever is interested, I will send the information to. I will send the program. I will send the links to the lives, and because you will not be able to access them without the link. Okay. So I hope you will have a great time until I see you again. And just know you can go back to any of the videos we've done this year. There's plenty now that you can go back to. I would advise, if you can maintain the rhythm, to carry on doing them on a Wednesday at 2 o'clock, because that will keep the momentum going for yourself and for your routine. And if you are attending, I guess it helps you feel better. So that's part of your self care. And so, therefore, it's important that you keep going with them in that respect. Okay, so lots of love to everyone, and I'll see you in January. I hope you have wonderful celebrations in the next few weeks, Tom. And I'll see you in the new year. Bye.